What's up? What's up? Let's get the show on the road. Kartashov Max. Look, I don't mean to be out of order here, but I intend to start right now on this journey to 2100. We belong there. We're capable. It's just a question of doing what needs to be done. And the difference between a 2000er and a 2100er is largely about speed, actually. Just gotta play fast enough and strong enough. Like right here, we're already starting to win the game. You see this 20-second advantage? That's just the start. But we're building a big. Okay, he's done one of these type of maneuvers, which looks like it's out of order. So you don't tell me you're out of order. I'd show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trash. I'll show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the chess player I were 5 years ago, I'd take a flame and throw it in this place. Out of order. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I've been around, you know. There was a time I could play, and I have played. Boys like you, younger than you. Yeah. uh, all right, type it in the chat, guys. If you figured out the movie reference, type it in the chat. I want to see those answers. Enough with the bullshit. All right, we're gonna do what we were planning to do. The only thing we have to worry about is if he goes back here. What's our tempo? What tempo do we want to play with? I think we can afford to do the ziggy zags if he goes for it, if he tries to get noble. Otherwise, this knight defends the pawn, but if he wants to kick it so that his queen can get access, of course, my queen will always be able to come here to save the day. Knight e7 was better, he says. Oh shit! Well spotted. Well spotted. Well, it's true. 97 would have been better. We were just in a defensive mindset that we didn't see the obvious threat. Anyhow, uh, we're just here to play good enough fast chess. And that's what it takes to be a 2100er. But he's playing very slow, unfortunately. Unfortunately for everyone, but mostly for himself. Because he's going to need to build such a compelling advantage. If he had to play a move like this, the point of it was to not allow this. Now it wouldn't be nice after castling. In a pre-castled position, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but now it would be. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's probably try to get some tempo. And we shouldn't be worried about queen here because pawn up. This is a threat here on the queen. But we would have an intermezzo, or would we? Simplification, intermezzo. Otherwise, if we check him right now, then we can already win the pawn. May as well do that. So let's just keep it simple. We have a compelling advantage on the clock, compelling advantage on the position. We don't have to do too much here, except the formalities. That's what this is now. It's the formalities. We'll have the last ditch effort, the final rally and cry before the fall. Uh, the whole journey. Okay, so we got knight here, which pretty much forces his queen into an ugly position. One ugly position after another. It's like a no-brainer. And not playing it would have allowed him to come in here with impunity. I don't know if he could have done it already earlier. A simple trade. Simple trade never hurt anyone. Ah, he took it with the knight. That's clever. All right, we take this. We take this. It forces a reaction because we're threatening a recapture. We have the rook check, which comes in to save the pawn. And now we can hold it all together. Try to find something even cleverer. I don't see anything too clever, so I'm just gonna hold it. Now I want to find a trick for this square. This is gonna invite the en passant, which I don't want. Do I have anything better? Okay, let's do that. En passant. And now, okay. Let's do knight check, pawn check. No, just here and try for the mate. Or the mate. Oh, he's come with the rook. Okay, we have to do this. Knight check. Knight check. Let's get some time. Okay, let's trade it. Knight check. We have been a bit silly with the time management here. Oh, we tricked him. That's unfortunate. But not good finesse here from us in terms of how we finish this off. Now, of course, we got a nice mating net, but we were a little bit sloppy with the time there. A bit to be clinical. Anyhow, no harm, no foul. Let's have another game. Let's play a few games on the trot here because I mean it when I say I'm here to make 2100 in one single game. But I've got a headache. I can feel it. I can feel a bump on my brain. What is this? It's only on one side. Yeah. Whew. So what we got going in this game, Taya Lu? We have A regular setup, except the bishop is somewhat far out here in this game. A little bit far out, I would say. And the bishop comes to a rather sedate square. Rather sedate indeed. I haven't felt so sedated. Type it in the chat if you got that movie reference. These are too difficult for unless you're an absolute cinephile, you won't get it. We're tempting something here. We're tempting something a bit dangerous. We're trying to keep it tense. We're trying to promote the situation where something crazy happens. He's decided to play it safe, and that's wise. Wise indeed. So we are also going to play a little bit of a safe, restrictive move with this knight. Yeah. Can always see if we want to take here, but I guess there's no rush. I guess there's no rush. Now we might need to make that decision, or of course, we can defer the decision a little bit further by bringing in a good reinforcement. And pretty soon we're going to have to figure out the flavor of the game. What do we go? What about knight back here? No. I think he's got a fairly decent position. Maybe we just settle for bishop pair and big center. I think we should have the big center advantage here. Although he will get a knight hop that's rather menacing. So I'm going to prepare it by stacking back comfortably and then breaking forward with e4. And see if he changes the structure on his own in the meantime. He might. But for now, what can we say? Does white have a better position? Not particularly. Now I think that's a rather passive move. So we don't even have to bother with bishop g1. We can, and he's going for the explosion. He's going for the explosion, which means fireworks. Let me take one here. Ah, well, I could have had queen check. This is probably not needed, so it's a bad move. He's also got this, which unfortunately will result in me losing my bishop pair advantage. So that's not nice. But okay, we're going to try something incredibly naughty here. We're trying to go queen check and win the bishop. It's a lovely little trick that we've set. A lovely little trap. But he's spotted it rather well. So we just tango on. Just tango on. Try to get the knight here. That's pretty decent square for the knight. Uh, a rook hold is also decent. Where can this knight? What should we do? Where shall we go? Try to go actually. What are we trying here? He's coming with a slight bit of hostility, but it's rather superficial. And we also want to attack this. Oh, this is under attack. What if I play this? I know it's a bit weakening, but somehow it feels like it can work. Especially if he tries to go here, I could get some real tempo on him, right? Real tempo and advancement. Is there a nice square now for this? No, let's go here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Now he's bailing out. Um, okay, we shouldn't like fight it too hard. It's a favorable position for white. There's no doubt about it. But it is an opposite colored bishop position as well. And so you might end up finding yeah, but he blundered right here. Right when he tried to do something, he blundered. Yeah. All right. Not a bad game. I think what we did maybe not optimally there is we didn't manage our time so well. We only had 10 seconds left. We should have more than 30 seconds left at the end of these games. Really put them under the pump, under pressure with the position and the clock. Clock pressure is a real thing in 3+2. Put the clock on him, as Tony G would say. Okay, I'm playing a bit too automatically. A bit too automatic moves. I don't really see what I would want to do differently. If I move pawn up here, then it brings a way for him to play knight this. Let's defer that decision. Capture with the pawn or the knight? I'm somehow thinking with the knight makes a bit more sense here because we've already committed to putting the bishop on this diagonal, so it doesn't matter if the pawn remains here. This bishop can remain in a square which is good for it long term. This is a pretty good square to be. It's like the real hot spot of black's attack is always on this g4 square, so that's where the action could come in. So this is a defensive piece here, and we're also preparing the knight out that will more or less facilitate a trade of bishops. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? No. I was on Bluetooth. Now I'm on the phone. No, I haven't even put any code or anything. I don't actually know the plan still. Okay, that's all he's planning. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, yeah, and we have ideas here. We can lend them a helping hand. Bro, we are brothers here. Come on, man. It's about time. Yeah, yeah. Uh, right. All right. The game. Ball game. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll put the code then for everyone. Okay. All right. See you. Bye. I'm deliberating. Now the spawn has become a bit of a weakness in the long run. If we go to see, there is a lot of potential for pressure down here, and I don't quite like this move unless it becomes a necessity. I'm gonna play it because I also don't want to allow this to come too easily. But now we've created pressure here, and okay, in we go, in we go. Is he gonna come in for the kill? Is he gonna come in? What a uncouth, uncouth player, has is just thinking like a rattlesnake, not thinking more than one move ahead. Instinctive attacker. Instinctive attack is weak. It doesn't look through the question of what happens next. You have to really ask what happens next. And I think the key idea for him should have been somehow related to knight there even. I don't know. No, no, no. That's a bit too much. But here, what is this? Okay, it's enabling the bishop check and the knight checkmate. Nice plan. Nice plan. Not gonna work. Not gonna work, sonny boy. Because we spotted it. We spotted it already. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I guess we will just blunt everything. Blunt everything. Come on. Come on. Come at me. Give me that check. Yeah. Yeah. What's next? Nothing? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So it was just a bluff, right? You didn't really have a plan. It was just sort of like a hope that something would materialize. But no, no, come on on your bike, son. Come on, it's time to go home. Time to go home. Or else you want to trade in the capture? Let's trade the queens. You want to do it like this? Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Fine. See if I care. Uh, what's this? This is an annoying looking move potentially. Mm, Pretty much sure I have to take it with the knight because it creates all sorts of plot possibilities here. And that's a good defensive square. Let's just play a push, a small push here, just to see, just to coax a decision from him. Is he going to do this or something else? He chooses to simply ignore the fact that we have a intermezzo attack on the rook if he tries to get naughty. If he tries to do this kind of thing, then we have the intermezzo attack on the rook. He doesn't do that. He opts to capture instead like this. I think we got a capture here then. If he's going to go bonkers on us, we're going to take that deal. We're going to take that deal with joy, ultimately. His last ditch will come here, and I think we just shut it down. Nothing more to worry about in the game. Okay, knight can still hop in here, but uh, he needed to defend that pawn first. Just take this as well. Yeah. Okay, let's show some good technique. Let's show some good technique. Good technique, sir. Yes, we studied that in the academy. Don't you remember? Oh, yes, yes. Good endgame technique. Yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes. I think this was an example of it. You saw how we lulled him into this night check that really wasn't there. And now we'll just put the final nails in the coffin. Oh, we'll go all the way. We'll go all the way on this one. We get the knight bishop here. Let's let him have a check. Let him have a check. No, not going for that. Okay. So all the way down. All the way down. Let him try to meet us or something. There's nothing he can do really. Got to be something finishing it off here somehow, right? Yeah. All right, good game, good game. Uh, yeah, good game, Sonny boy. Good game. Next, Grizzles from Nigeria. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I have to put the code. Something I haven't done right in this opening. Something I haven't done right. I'm going to back down and play a bit more conservatively because I know I've done something a bit wrong. Also, and let's see if he's going to play the push. No, not yet. Let's ask the question then. Okay, let's go here. This knight now is potentially going to end up in a situation where he could end up being trapped. So I think we should clarify the situation with this bishop first. Understand if he is going to capture here or maintain some more tension. Accordingly, I'll figure out if I want to play e5. Because what we don't want is this followed up with this, and the knight gets trapped. I think this move, it's attacking, but I don't think he has a good way of attacking this at the same time. So I think it's going to work out just okay, like this. And let's take it with the knight. Taking it with the pawn because we don't want to lose this one for no reason. But his knight does come in with a pretty good, powerful step. It's true. I'm gonna go here. And we have to play a little bit defensively for a few moves while we recuperate. He has a small advantage in the position, so we have to be a little bit conservative. Wait for the mistake. He already played us. Could just solidify it with c4. He doesn't do that. He allows me to capture here. Take, and I get big center. I'll take it. I'll take big center. I take big center any day. Okay, I don't know if it's that good. Maybe I'm overhyping it, but I like the look of this setup. It looks like an improvement. Uh, but what about the follow-up? What's next? I think we're gonna have to get the rook c here, and then try to put some pressure there. But he's got an easy defense with the pawn. Okay. Hmm. It's not a move I want to make. It's not a move I wanted to make. Oh shit, I just blundered this. Okay. Okay, let's go here. This could be pretty decent. Just a long-term setting up of the pieces, right? We're just gradually shuffling them into their optimal squares and waiting for shit to unfold. That's what you do when you don't really have a plan, is you just position your pieces into a good-looking square and wait for the shit to unfold. Of course, good looking should ideally harmonize with a overarching theme. So maybe we do this actually here. It's also kind of restricting this move. Oh, and I could have captured here, right? I could capture now. He's got this though. Okay, we gotta play fast. Let's go play fast. He doesn't have any sacrifice checks on me, so we're gonna just try to go for a simplified position, keep things straightforward. But it's not a straightforward position. There's an asymmetrical pawn structure on both sides of the board. Um, Maybe we should do a minority pawn attack. Keep this solid setup at the in the center and execute a minority pawn attack. That could be one idea. Mostly we got to play fast. We've been playing a little bit slow. It's going to become like a blitz game of sorts. So we should be prepared for that. Let's keep it simple. Too slow, Sunny Boy. Too slow. Sunny Boy, too slow, man. Like, what is up with these guys? Such bad time management. Alright, whatever. Next. Next guy is from Hong Kong, Sar China. He's playing the Benko Gambit. I, of course, always play the half accepted variation, where I return the pawn and execute the double knight hop before playing e4. Key idea is to play this before. Of course, right now we don't have to worry about it because he hasn't played this. Because the main thing we would worry about is the pin here. But now, having not done that, we can tempt it like this. Maybe we don't have to play knight d2, knight c4 because of the move order that happened. Because knight c4 anyway very often just ends up back to knight e3. Here we can trade queens. No, we can't. Okay, so we have to. Oh, does he have a trick here? Does he have a trick? Am I believing something that ain't true? No, I think he's played it right. Okay, I messed up. I did something a bit different, which is to not play knight c2, d2, c4, and seems like he took advantage of it. So kudos to him, and kudos to me. Okay, what do we do now? How do we handle this? I'm gonna have to take the trade of queens. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So in this game, we're gonna be tested like we've been tested before. You know, it's been one hill after another, but this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain that I may never climb. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe I will climb it. I've climbed many before, and you never let me down. No matter what comes in my way, you never let me down. So, how do we handle a position when you're behind? Well, you handle it by playing fast. At least you should pressure him on the clock if you can't pressure him on position. And in addition to playing fast, you could play strong. Don't do anything stupid for no reason. Knight is a key piece. Key idea. This bishop is a very good piece for him. Let's let's prepare a doubling up of some kind. Yeah, I don't have a very clear cut plan, but I think this is pretty nice to attack here from the side and the diagonal. It's difficult to stop it, and I think this feels like a small concession. It's back rank tricking me. Okay, he's playing well, but do we have this? Not quite. Okay. Well, we have to accept that the game is not in our control, but with enough resiliency, we can still make it challenging. He's got a small edge on the clock. He's got a pretty decent edge on position, but the bishop pair, yeah, I know. Okay, we'll have to play a defensive move here. We have to defend the back rank. I wish there could have been another way, but I didn't see it. The good news is Sonny Boy is really gunning for me. He's really trying to just checkmate me and spending a lot of moves in that pursuit, which I don't know. I just got a feeling it's gonna hurt him in the end. I just got a feeling it's gonna hurt him in the end. But maybe not hurt him too badly. We got some tricks here. We got some tricks going on. I want to see if he goes back here. If he tries to trade material, then we'll try our trick, which is right here. We're taking it into a drawn endgame territory, basically, with rook endgame. All rook endgames are drawn, as the saying goes. Easier said than done. Anyway, uh, okay. Now I think we defend it and bring the king all the way and try to win the pawn. Okay. Yeah. Well, I told you, you got to be fast. You got to be tactically sharp, of course, if you wanna win. But he did manage his time well. He tried too hard to mate me, um, and he was not as tactically sharp as he needed to be. So we're on a like 5-6 win streak here, which is nothing new. And I told you I was going to do it because I'm determined to be back where I belong. It's just about deciding, for me. If I decide it, then it happens. If I don't decide it, then I stay in my 2000s and all that. But why do you ever just decide? Because I like to take it easy sometimes. I don't always like to be fully on the chess game. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. God, you're so exhausting. Okay. Something I need to figure out in this position how I want to handle it. I'm gonna go with the knight here. I might do the other knight here, pawn here. I'm not sure yet. Okay. We're not gonna do the f5 break, that's for sure. Okay, this we don't mind. Because we want him to trade those knights, those bishops. And even the queen. This is a good position for black. Objectively, a pretty good position. He can try to come here, but we'll have the pawn push anyway, so doesn't matter. Now, the only question is what we do with this knight, what we do with this bishop. Is prophylactic. He could become very tricky with a mating net kind of thing, so we shouldn't allow it to get too tricky. He might try a castling and a double rook barrel down the line. It doesn't seem like a good plan, but a very aggressive player might try that. He doesn't. Clever. Maybe knight here is good. Yeah, pawn up. It's a lovely setup that black has going for it. Nothing like out of this world extraordinary, but all the key pieces, all the key strategic pawn structural elements are in our favor. And we just make the simple developing moves like king here, rook here, or we tried to come up with a different plan. Maybe rook here and here. But until we figure it out, let's just make the moves we know we can make, because speed is a big factor in these games. He's investing a lot of resources there. I don't think it's so prudent, because we can try to double up the rooks. That's also not a great idea or anything, but it is an idea. Okay, let's get one. He moved it there. Okay, he's trying a lateral defense. A lateral defense is clever. Playing it anyway. I don't know if it's clever, but you can also consider capturing here. Do we get any sacrificial points? I don't see it. Doesn't really work out. So let's not do anything stupid now. I think the main thing is okay, we'll put resources back into the defense. I'm convinced that you have this well enough covered. So I'm going to back out my chips from making that bet. It's a static enough position that I can just simply take back the moves and try a new idea. And now we get a kind of concession. It's a kind of concession because it's not an easy act to follow. I probably have to lose this pawn. Huh? We definitely take the free pawn rather than first focus on this. Yeah, it's too well covered. This knight is just too strong. It's even defending the pawn that we don't have to weaken it. A weakening move which could give his bishop interesting square, but we don't have to react. We don't have to react. We can just simply focus our attention now on this pawn. And play fast. Continue to play fast. But also don't do anything stupid because it's an end game and the tables can turn very quickly. Let's play a move like this. It's also quite testing. Because now we get this. So I think we should build up the pressure. It's too much pressure. Yeah. Yep. All right. Next game. Next game. We're gonna just keep on going here. 64 squares. Nowhere to hide. Nice nickname. Nice nickname. Is he gonna play Kings Indian? Yes. So we will go with our favorite line. A very early H5. Very early H5. So he doesn't want me playing G4. Maybe I should then play F4 and E5 instead. Bust him open in the center. Knight out also feels very good. Hey, come on, man. I don't want to fall asleep here. Come on. I'm tired enough as it is. What? How can someone be so committed to a bullshit idea? This is a bullshit idea. What, you want to get in here? That's what the whole bullshit is about? I don't know if I should bother even with this, but perhaps it's the best way to just nullify any semblance of an idea that he might have had with this whole expense of moves, h5, h4, knight g h5. It's just the board is in the center. The center of the board is what matters. You can't get away with this. Now we'll just play it simple. Bishop here, attack there. We could even, actually we're attacking it right now too. We are. So we could actually take it next move. But he's probably going to break open in the center or something. He's got to do something, right? If he breaks open in the center, we'll probably capture with this one because we want to be able to trade the queens off. That gives the knight more power here. He's forcing some power there. We could capture here. But he does have a strike back move, which we don't want him to be able to play. This is a long-term boon for me, this one. So I'm just going to keep stellar control of the position. That's what I'm going to focus on. Stellar control. It's a lovely setup, actually. Don't worry about this bishop. It will have its turn. Right now, we're just keeping things rock solid. Could also push this forward. But maybe... No. Okay, so he went for something. And I guess now we just capture it. He has an advanced looking pawn, but it's more of a liability. He has this move which he can play. Yes. So we'll do this so that yo yo what's up, what's up? Yeah, yeah. I added the code on the group, but I think it will only start working in 5 minutes. How, how long? Where are you? How close? Oh, then you can try a different technique if you want. But anyway, anyway, yeah. If you figured out how to do that, then do that. Yeah, yeah. 70. All right. See you. Bye. Okay, we're gonna have to cut our television programming short because, well, because the boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. What do we got? What do we got? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I think I want to start doing something down here, man. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Uh, hmm. That's interesting. Come up with the queen. I'll capture it. Okay. Come in with a knight hop, maybe. Knight hop here too. Bishop. Too much pressure. Nowhere to hide. All right, guys. There goes a super performance. So enjoy.